Alright. Please don't be bouncing around and twitching. Also, yeah, Kiritu, totally new. Definitely never seen you here before. Yep, totally new. My static is trying to fill one slot, so I'm just sort of hanging out and crafting while we wait and see if we can get someone within the next 20 minutes or so. I didn't want to start until I thought we were getting, like, pretty close. But we still don't have anyone. Some of them are talking about, like, calling it if we don't grab someone in the next, like, 20 minutes. So I'm just gonna keep working on some of my crafting stuff. While waiting for us to find someone who can fill. Okay, that's a pretty simple one. Copy that over, because I'm gonna need it pretty soon. So what now? P5S. We're running P5S tonight. And I think pretty much any role would work. I thought we needed to fill for a tank, but I think other people are willing to, like, move around roles as need be. I suppose one good thing about being a healer is that I could just kind of learn my role within any raid and not have to worry about any others, because the odds that anyone is ever going to ask the healer to change roles so we can fill another slot is, like, almost non-existent. Because nobody wants to raid as a healer. That's about as much as I'm going to get out of that. Unless I go buy more. I did what was put on tank. Oof. That's honestly surprising. Everything I've encountered so far has been like, yeah, it was really difficult for us to find enough healers. It's always difficult to find enough healers. Right? I'm just high qualitying these materials to make the carrot pudding easier for me to craft later. Cleared 5, 6, and 7 both on Sage and Gunbreaker. Oh, Jesus. I don't even have Gunbreaker up to 90 yet. Should do that at some point. I guess I always just kind of figured I'd get Gunbreaker up to 90 through Boja, which would make a lot of sense. But the fact is I don't have Zadnor unlocked yet, and that's like the best place to actually farm for experience. It's great for ADHD brain. It allows you to keep being a tank, but you're also doing a bunch of shit. What is the reliability on this? Because that feels rough. Really? It says it's 100% reliability. Okay. Just feels weird to not have my quality filled till the last move. Very clicky. Well, you have 2 dots, I think, on Gunbreaker. Plus full 3-hit combo, plus your OGCDs, your bullet charges, your... Yeah, it's a bit more to juggle than another tank. It's not nearly as much to juggle as, like, a DPS, but it is probably one of the more juggly tanks. A lot of the other tanks are fairly simple. I mean, not entirely. Even Paladin, there's a bit to juggle there. Because you have your 3-hit, then you have your... God, what's that called? Is that Royal Authority? Or whatever, the one you get 3 charges of after your 3 hits, so you need to take care of that. Plus, occasionally, you need to pop off Requiescat and do the whole blade combo, so you need to take care of that. But it's fairly easy. It's like one button over and over and over again. Kaitsu. Hey, you want a P5S with us tonight, Kurutsu? We are looking for a fill. Seeing as you're here. Really should do all this sugar stuff like off stream. But, pretty much every single time we're raiding, we end up having to wait and get a fill and starting a little late and all that anyway. So having something to just do midstream while like waiting for a fill is always good. Maybe I should hop into one of the voice chats. Who the... Who? No idea. Oh yeah, voice chats. I'll go ahead and hop into the common room because I think we have people from multiple places here tonight. I mean, I can feel if you need a tank. Honestly, I don't know what we need tonight. I think we could take a tank. Because a tank is the person who called out, actually. But, like, not everybody's in their actual class that they're planning to run as, I don't think. Who might be Cecilia? I don't know if Cecilia's planning to run as monk. Cecilia sometimes heals. Although, wait, where is... Where's Deadly? Did Deadly call out? Oh yeah, Deadly called out. Okay. That makes sense. So yeah, it seems like we'll probably need a tank or a healer tonight. And tank is that, but Limby said roll doesn't matter when he was posting this or yeah. Limby did say roll doesn't really matter. I think we have multiple people who can sort of swap around roles if need be. And honestly, if we have someone else who wants to heal, having you as tank will probably be best for us because I'm a sage and having a double sage setup is not ideal. But I guess we could make it work. I mean, I do know the fight pretty well. Also, I spent, not a ton of time, honestly, like maybe 3 or 4 hours in, a party finder group running through P5S so that we could, like, practice cachexia and things. I got pretty decent at P5S as well. Not great. There's still certain mechanics I just can't read, and I end up just having to, like, follow the group during them. But, things like cachexia and a lot of the, like, dancing around and stuff like that, I am able to read pretty well now. What? even with these materials that I'm crafting, I still don't have quite enough to get carrot pudding crafted without food and medicine. Actually, I think I do. But I'd have to use up extra of the high-quality material. If I recall, there's 3 high-quality ingredients for carrot pudding. Yeah, I could use double the palm sugar. Both of them is high quality, and I could probably get it up to 100 without food or medicine. But I'd like to use up all these normal quality ones I have too, so... See what I just streamed, yep. Yep, Crazy popped into my stream before I even fully went live. P4S in 5 hours, some food till that. Yeah, that's plenty of time. We don't even raid that. I'm new here, what you mean? Totally new here. Never been here before, yeah. Brand new, just showed up now. Oh my god.
Hello there.
Stupid anime, I'm new here! You're fairly new here, but even you've been here before. Yeah, I decided, screw it, let's go ahead and go live. And then we'll see if we can get that filled in the next, like, 10 minutes or so. If not, I'll find... I actually have something else I can do tonight if we don't go live, or if we don't do just roulettes and stuff like that either. Also, I wonder if Lindsay is just, like, AFK or something. Because if we don't have another fill, Karitsu's here. Karitsu could gunbreaker for us. Go blacksmith for P5S. I'll go goldsmith. When Kirby tries to do devour, I'll just sidestep it. Right? I'll just use our limit break and sidestep all the devours. So was that the palm sugar or the beet sugar? Just tank invuln the whole fight. That's how you tank, right? Yep. You just turn on your invuln stance and just face roll the fight. There we go. Alright, let me finish up this craft. Much better. Now I can toss. Throw the versatile lures in there too, because I use them a lot. Especially now that I'm actually fishing. A little bit. I'm not fishing a ton, but I am fishing more. Like for scripts plus the new best in slot crafting food is Jinga Biryani. The problem is people are selling the fish, the Jinga, the shrimp, crawdad, whatever it is, for like almost as much as the final dish itself, high quality. So I'm like, well, screw that. I'll just go fish it up myself. Oh, Sway is going healer. That's interesting. Usually it's Vanilla who would go healer, but hey, if Sway can Astro, I'm down for that. Yeah, I'm down to 72 carrot pudding. I do need to craft more of them. I'll do that off stream, because then I can just, what was I gonna say? Oh, yeah. Use the, food and medicine and just blow through it with, like, max stats and high-quality ingredients and stuff and just make a ton of carrot pudding off stream at some point. How am I doing on those, anyway? Yeah, no 495. I really sort of slipped on maxing out these tomestones every week, which is dumb of me because I do actually have one more piece I need to buy for my main that needs to be augmented Lunar Envoy. So I should keep maxing those out at least long enough to get enough pieces for my main. I should keep doing it past that in order to get some extra pieces for, like, alt jobs and things of that sort, but I just don't care too much right now. Yeah. Well, yeah, werewolves, like, we have new people come in every week. That changes the dynamic. It does. That does pretty much happen every week. A lot of people are able to handle the mechanics that we have trouble with pretty well. But yeah, we just haven't quite gotten to the point where, like, everyone can handle Devour and Ruby 5, like, consistently. That's probably one of the reasons why we haven't quite gotten through P5S yet on Saturday. Because we're already on to P6S on Sunday. We have been for a couple weeks now, I think. Oh, yeah. Yeah, but we missed last week because of Easter. Again, like I said, I just went into Party Finder to practice P6S so I could get more consistent with it. Help us get through that. Lupa and Sway are gone off to who knows where. Well, Rod's at Han. At least one of them. I don't know where the other one went. This 44T. Is that either Seagull? Went to materia up there. Oh, okay. Makes sense. That means a single high quality piece must be 2012. So if I was able to start the craft with 6016, I think? Could I get to 100% through that? That should be more than enough to get to 100%. Like, without any food or medicine or anything, I should be able to get that to 100%. Yeah, I could definitely get that to 100%. If I want to. I could definitely shorten up the macros and speed up the crafting process of the carrot pudding if I just use the food and the medicine on top of that. So that I have to do less things. But that'll definitely get me there. Which means with food and medicine, I should definitely be able to use up all those normal quality ingredients as well. Like, those are the ones I just bought off the market. Ooh, there's a rank S up. Inyansha, huh? Oh god, no. No, I doubt it. By the time I teleport and fly out there, someone will probably pull it and kill it in a second. Besides, we're about to go in, so once we materia up everything. Don't make me slap you. So still nobody's hanging out in the voice chat. Oh my god, Linvi is missing materia. Uh-huh. Oh, and a Renashta piece, too. Huh. Oh, God. Oh, that might be a new piece. That type of static. Linvi might have just gotten that, like, this week. And forgot to materia it up. Those pieces are new and not staying in the set. Still. Chuck a materia in there for the week. I do still need one piece that I don't have yet, right? What was the piece I was still missing? Well, I'm missing a few pieces that I still need. The thing is, most of them are Abyssos pieces. Most of them are raid pieces that I just don't have access to yet. I need legs. I need the legs. L10s, they easy to get. Oh my god. Go ahead and close those for now. Don't need those open. Yeah. I need to get the leg piece. Oh god, I have fucking piety melded here. Whatever. I definitely need to replace these. Like, soon. I think I'll go ahead and turn, the Endwalker hunt train notifications back on, like, after stream today, and maybe try and max out my tomes tonight, if I can, or tomorrow if not. Hopefully I'll have that last piece by the braid time tomorrow. Everything else needs to be Abyssos. Like this. This. Oh god, I still have Purgatory there. And... oh, I do have an Abyssos ring. Wait, is that the right one? Should be. Because Purgatory is the one that's wrong. Yeah. Do Endwalker hunt trains and you'll have more materia. Then you'll know what to do with it. Yeah. That is true. You run Endwalker hunt trains and you get tons of clusters and stuff like that. You can just buy all the materia, all the battle materia you want. I do not my child, I don't raise disappointment. 109 of each Endwalker cluster on you right now, and a chocobo full of level 10 materials. Yeah, I sell them. I sell them. You can make a pretty penny, gill-wise, by selling the rank 10 battle materials. So I don't have a bunch of clusters left over. When I'm doing hunt trains, I basically just pick up the 10 materials and go and sell them on the market. No, wait till 6.4. It's okay, I get so much. Like, I get so much just by running the hunt trains. Wait till 6.4, then sell them. 5.4. Drops, you'll make bank. Flops on the garage front. So still no one is hanging out in voice chat. We're like, we're ready, let's go. I'm just sitting here in voice chat. Sitting on 400 crack 9s and 120 crack 10s. God. Oh, it's just so lonely, lonely kitty in voice chat. Oh god. Oh yeah, I don't even know if Kritsu's in Linvi's Discord. No idea. Oof. Just a sec, need to turn him up.
Yes.
I think I need to turn a few people up, actually. There's part of the problem that's turned down. A bit. Alright. Invite the peanut to it. God. I don't know if that was I don't know if that was actually Werewolf trying to talk and being that low, or just someone in the background getting picked up on mic. Probably the latter.
Probably the latter. I didn't say anything.
I figured it was the latter. I've had people that are kind of low on mic before, but usually when you just hear random nonsense coming through, it's someone else on their mic. Definitely should do dailies again to stock up.
I have been told.
On the clusters? Damn it, there goes the ad. Just a sec. Let me wait till we come back from ad break before I mention this one anime. There we go. So you can stack up on some clusters by doing like dailies and roulettes and things of that sort, anime. But one of the best ways to do it is just to get on the what do they call it? Centurio
So
Hunt's
my understanding
Discord.
is I'm taking over what Foxy's role was last week. Yep.
Is you get on the Centurio Hunt's Discord, and then you have it notify you whenever there's hunt trains, because you get so many of the crap clusters from hunt trains. You just like hop onto whatever server they're on and then just join up and
Tell me where
run
to go,
through the
what
hunt
to
trains
do,
in like
what
15 minutes.
spot I'm taking, and I'll do the rest.
I think you'll be the tank for party 1.
Steal that hair. What's Energy's hair like? Oh, interesting little ponytail with red highlights. That's nice. Yeah, Kritsu seems to know what he's doing.
Anime, you there? There you go.
Yeah. Just went to close my door. Thanks for. I always forget what tanks are in this one.
There it's
C, right?
Yep.
Okay.
One of the problems is that Party Finder does it different than we do.
Oh yeah, my like both statics I've been in this tier, healer was on C. That's really odd.
I suppose I can see why they do that, because when you put healer on C, everyone just sort of runs back to the healer who's in the middle.
Yeah. Yeah, and then it's they also can heal everybody.
Alright. Is everyone ready to go?
Food check, everybody.
Yep.
Anime your main, I guess.
Oh, okay.
Well, I don't know. You had stance on. I'm asking.
I'm usually off. But yeah, we usually have stance on together. It doesn't mess with anything. Except for when provokes out of turn or something. But that doesn't happen often.
Okay, so who am I cardiating?
Kiri.
Yeah.
Just need to figure that out. Who am I starting Cardion on? Ooh, a lag spike there for some reason. Hopefully that doesn't keep up tonight. And that's going to be my corner.
Thanks, Buster.
Sway's good. So I just need to wait for our side. I'm at 1.
I TBM'd instead of Shadow Walled. Oh, and I was standing in the puddle. No wonder I died.
I'm dead.
Alright, let's wipe that.
I don't know where Sway was.
Nice warm up, everybody.
Yeah. Yeah, we always have
There.
one. Sorry. Yeah, sorry I was the cause of it this time.
I wasn't doing too hot either. I'm still trying to situate myself with my new positions.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
Oh, you weren't healer last week?
No.
I was not.
Okay.
they were the Reaper.
Yeah, on that one, anime, you don't even have to move. Just crunch a single target, so no big deal. Because you made me panic. I fucking had to bolt.
I didn't realize I was in the puddle until I was dead.
God.
Shame you just can't punt the Lala out of danger or into it.
I mean, you can, it just won't do anything. I mean, that's what the kick emote is for.
Alright.
I mean, they gave us a friendly target pull in rescue. They should give you tanks a friendly target, like, kick.
Or yank.
Like, get away from me.
I'm out.
Just
Oh
boot
my
people
God.
away.
That would actually be great.
That would actually be really useful for a tank. When it's like, get away from me.
You know, last time I was told that, I wiped the raid, so...
Well, it would be nice for those healers that just sit up the tank's ass the entire time. I'm sure we've all had those in the dungeon.
I love the tanks that stands on top of you. As another tank.
Even worse. It's like, as a tank, you should know better. Look at all this room for activity.
Yeah.
I know that's single target. I'm not taking my chances. Because I don't know if it's autos cleave.
No, they don't.
We're in A, right? Oh, fuck, wrong button. I meant rampart, not boat. Yep.
Oh,
What I call it?
that tank
Yeah,
swap didn't go off correctly.
I hit provoke instead of rampart at first,
Oh,
so I hope that didn't override it.
I think it did.
Okay, where's our safe zone? On this side. Which side?
Safe
Oh,
side.
the safe side.
Knock back the side.
And pop potions. Oh boy. Everyone's too low here. Oh god. That was close. I can get Cecilia. Why is Cecilia in the... Oh, must have gotten hit.
Hey, time to wait to work again. Hey, hi, guy.
Whew. Time to dance.
4,
These odds.
1, back to 4, cross the 2. 4, 1, back to 4, cross the 2.
I wonder if Fritzy got hit there if that was just autos. Also, I need to be using new mechanics. I always forget to do that.
Box.
Alright, wolf way out there.
Wait underneath.
Alright. Yeah, that was me. I got confused on my clock.
That's cool.
Yeah, last week I was C.
Ah, okay. Oh yeah, 'cause I wasn't here last week, so you took my spot.
Oh,
So you guys don't do tank relatives. No, it's not. It's tank relatives. You're main tanking, you have north, you're all tanking south. That's what I mean. So I went south, you had boss.
Circle. Isn't it? I need to move.
I'm gonna wait until after Devour to take this mess.
Look, we're not small out anyway. Like, yeah, we're small the whole life.
Okay.
Yeah.
Going for some Gatorade.
Yep, so that was on me, because, you know, I'm used to, like, tanks relative kind of thing. I got it. I see what you're doing.
Okay, let's get another pull going.
I think Ashran was getting a drink.
Oh, it was.
No,
Yeah.
I was talking about in-game.
Oh, okay.
Too few people, so I went for the Gatorade.
Oh,
Oops, I think I did that a little too early. Oh well.
I'm sold. That I actually remember that is the original Gatorade color.
yeah.
Uh-huh. Yes, it is. That's a little more aggressive. Remember Luma. I've gotten pretty good at using Luma and P6S, but I think I've just gotten like too used to not touching Luma in P5 for some reason, and so I just keep not using it. Please tell me no one got tagged. Okay, good. Everyone managed to get around. Saw everyone going like the wrong way, and like, oh god, here we go. Oh, it's a nice shield on Sammy, and it's gone. Brain got to arm's length. Yeah, it happened. I think Sway's still having a little trouble getting used to being a healer. Because whenever we have, like, get to your puddles, I see Sway going off to, like, some odd direction and then running back to me. Side are we on? Safe side.
Safe side.
Good. Pop my potion. Half of the group went out.
At least I got emboldened though.
It happens. Alright, dance time.
Starting one. Move 4.
Two.
Cross to 2 more. Back and forth.
I love the Cecilias with me. Like, they're getting used to calling just the numbers rather than like even odd, but Cecilia's just hanging out with me there. So it's like, yeah, Cecilia just figured that one out for herself. Holy cow. Oh, that was.
Box. Wait a minute.
Oh god, Sam.
Wipe it up.
Damn, I thought I'd gotten Sammy's health up high enough. I used an extra OGCD there, but it just wasn't enough. Chalupa needs a second. Okay, fresh. I can see that again. God. It's freaking spinny, 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 spinny. I got one of those too. Oh, Chalupa just needed some water. I'll get some too. There we go. Oh, tiny shield that time. Oh. Hey, sorry. It's okay that I gave Bavada a tiny. I'm sorry, Bavada. So used to Bavada, and it's a freaking. It's an awful too. I gave Kiritsu a tiny shield there. That right on full. Because mostly what that shield at the beginning helps with is popping to give me an extra Toxicon. It's a little helpful, but the little shields that I can get off break pretty quickly.
I love how Tank Buster pickles now.
Oh god. Oh god, Sammy. Holy shit, Sammy. Go ahead and toss the Tadakol over to Sammy there to reduce the damage from the ticks. Shit, Ruby Glow. Oh, damn it, I didn't have an Adder's Ball there because I was having to heal Sammy a lot more for some reason. I wonder if it's Sway being a new healer?
Safe side.
That's actually a pretty good time for Numa. Okay, now I have some Adder's Ball. I'm not sure why I was having to heal Sammy so much more there. Dance time! And I'm at the beginning of this is fine because that's just plenty of time.
34.
Yeah.
1. Crossing 3.
1.
Exactly.
My bad, I'm an idiot.
Oof. Oh boy, let's try and keep you up. I'll grab Sammy. Oh boy. That was rough. Oh man. Everyone's down. Zigzags is actually probably the better place to res him. So I can get up
You don't
fast,
have enough
then...
people alive for most of our.
Yeah, no, this. Yeah, if you don't have 8 going into the tower, you're fucked.
He's not so used to being so quiet.
Yeah. I got stunned in a pool, so I died before he could
I just went ahead and maul it. Because we don't have enough anyway, so whatever. I don't know, that res, I got it off, I think in time it could have worked with Sway, but it was close. Like, Sway could have got up, but I don't know if Sway could have started moving in time for Devour. A couple places where I can think of that would be useful. I just need to remember to use it.
Safe and free.
Big safe zones, we're good. Keep remembering to use Steady. Keep 32 up here. Protocol. And Sammy gets a buffed shield. Shit, Sammy's low again. Be all right. Don't use Numa's there, I suppose. That's a place that has super weak Numa, but whatever. On the safe side.
Prog.
This is probably a place where I need Numa more. I don't know. We're able to get them up pretty well there. Oh, I forgot to pot. And use all my OGCD attack stuff. Oh, dance time.
Even charge 1, move to 4, back to 1, cross to 3. Tank buster.
Let me get over to my box block to prepare for the venom
Box. Tail the claw, in front, in front, in front, in front. Behind, behind, behind.
Okay, Lindsay already has a res. I should use up some of these charges. Oh, that was too close.
Healer adjust. That was my bad.
I'm
That's
dead.
what Healer to do, but swipe it.
Like everyone died.
So, am I solo soaking A, or is anime solo soaking A?
Oh yeah. I usually do it, but yeah. Oh wait, no. No, you usually do it, sorry.
Okay. I can
Wait.
soak
I don't remember. I think I'm the backup.
Bottom, yeah, the bottom normally solo soaks it.
Yeah, okay.
it. Oh wait, I'm filling Papata shoes?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yep.
Papata.
Yep. At least you don't have to worry. They're the same size.
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah,
big.
I wasn't gonna say it, but
I got 30 minutes left on mine.
I don't know if I need to use Paramount again. No, not really. I think I'm good. I'm gonna use it here for more of a heal, I suppose.
No wiggle room this time.
There we go. I'm already at one, so I don't need to move at all. Now I do. Oh, sway.
Oh, I was a little late on that.
Kill the bait.
Oops. Oh well.
Alright, just wipe it.
Yeah, that was my fault. It was like a quarter second too late.
Yeah, it happens. Especially when Sway is filling in for like a new role. I'm willing to give plenty of like leeway here.
Oh, double down hit 70k.
Oh, I better use my time here. I think we were okay. Sway was getting us back up, but it was close enough that I wanted to go ahead and pop it.
Aw.
Oh god. Lindy got tagged.
Heals on Lindy.
There we go. Just a few quick little like adjust. But it was pretty easy. There we go. Close enough to middle. I do that too sometimes. Yeah, that's close enough to the middle. Let's pop off the big AoEs.
Push your side.
Just get through all those in my potion section. Yeah. Easy enough. And that big AoE motion.
Use the 4. Back the 1. Cross the 3.
Okay. Now get ready for the clocks and baits and all that stuff.
Box.
Go ahead and try and careful everybody though. Go team! Yep. Big deal. Everyone.
Failed to
I'll
fall.
go ahead and do a regen here as well.
Behind.
Yeah. Hi, Bailey. We're doing okay. We had to fill some spots, so we're having a little bit of like getting everyone used to everything again. But otherwise, we're doing pretty good tonight.
Cross.
How have you gotten? Oh god, did I just get clipped? No, I did not. Okay, thank god I didn't get clipped there. A bunch of people just died. What the hell is that? I don't know how that happened.
It wouldn't matter.
We're all dead. We've gotten to Devour. We've gotten to just after Devour so far. We haven't made it to Ruby 5 just yet. I think Wolfie missed Puddle because he got stunned. Huh. Didn't catch that. I still have trouble sometimes seeing what happens or goes wrong with other people because I'm focusing so much on my part of the battle and everything I need to do. 96k next. Oh god. Sure. Shoot for it. The highest DPS you can possibly get.
Forgot that.
Called the Juice Rush. I'm under 30. I'll go ahead and throw up another food. Any new peeps? We have
it's okay.
Sway or
Yeah,
Boric
that's never good.
is filling for Deadly, and
Alright, okay.
Karitsu is
Well,
filling
let's
for
just call
Papada.
it for tonight.
Alright.
It's feeling weird, and I'm not in the best of mood, and it's just kind of
Yeah.
lots of stuff is going on. So
Okay.
Alright.
sorry, everybody. We'll try again
That's
next
fine.
week.
It's
Yeah.
fine.
Yeah. Yeah, sometimes you just don't feel it.
Mhm.
Oh, yeah. No worries.
All right. Talk to y'all later.
You take care.
Yeah.
Yep.
To be honest, I don't know.
Ah!
Today felt fairly similar to a lot of our other days, trying to pick up fills and all that. But yeah, a bunch of people were like a little off today. Yup. Rip run.
Well,
I wonder if anyone else is doing it. Not that I think I'm gonna join a.
I mean, it happens.
A random group to do it.
Doesn't help that this is like my first
Oh, fresh prog, no thanks.
Savage raid, and they've already swapped my position.
wait, which character?
Energy.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, last week
Energy
I was
was DPSing for us last week.
Yeah, I was
Yeah.
melee DPS, and now I'm healer.
Oh, I was in one
That
static,
is rough.
and I did P5, P6, P7 clears. That static disbanded twice. And then I joined the current static that I have, and I healed for P5 for the clear. We had a tank quit,
Oh no, I don't
and
want
the only
fresh
fill
prog
we
on
had was
P6.
another
No,
healer.
I've never
So
done
I had to go
P8,
tank.
so I don't want to be doing that.
Well,
then I
here's the
tanked
kicker.
P5.
I'm not even
Thank you
part
for
of
the
this
follow-on,
static.
dude.
I'm also a fill.
Oh no!
Yeah, poor energy.
I've never been part of
Also
any
filling.
static ever, so like
Oh, that's rough.
I'm
And
just
for us,
trying
who only
to
have one stat.
you know,
Oh,
help
yeah, I
them
feel
all
bad
out,
for
because
everybody.
I know they
tuned in
want to
watch
raid,
the
but they
raid.
just can't get the numbers.
Good timing, everybody.
I was staring at Steam.
We
just
just
got
like
done
finished
eating,
raid for the night.
and I was like half in a food coma, and I was like, "Damn, what
Yeah.
what can I do?" And I just looked on Twitch and I saw Ashran streaming. I was like, "Oh, what's Ashran up to?" So this raid, he's like, "Yeah, we're
Ashran's
down a
looking for a
person."
potato to rustle into some some bullshit high-end content.
Hey, I'm happy to see a 70,000 double down crit. Like that is juicy.
It's a double down.
I love that.
Oh my god.
Was it a crit or a crit direct?
I don't know. I just saw a big number pop up.
Big number, dopamine spike.
Big numbers, big
I
numbers,
only look
big
at double
numbers.
down big number because every one of my other abilities, if it crits, it hits 20k.
All right,
So
we called it pretty early tonight. I
I
think
pretty
I'll
much
pop
know where
over
my damage
to
is.
Roger
If I
on,
do my rotation right,
and maybe I'll do the
P7, I
post
was
Endwalker
pulling
roll
over
quest.
7k DPS.
The post roll quest line,
Which,
whatever.
Pretty damn good. I was having fun.
I don't even know how to refer
get
to
back to
this
my onion
properly.
Hunger.
Yeah, I'm not a
It took us a
high-end
long time to find our
player
fills,
at
like
all.
a full
I
hour,
mostly
and
just manage
then
a
some
free
people were
company.
just like feeling kind of off
I
tonight
started
and
one
not
on
really
Dynamis
feeling
this
it, so we ended up just calling it pretty early.
I've got a free company, and
This
we
one. I don't even know how to like
we
properly
mass-produced
refer to this
Damnarian
quest
onions.
line because it's like
Like a
the
stupid amount.
post-roll quest
feel
quest
that.
line or whatever.
My FC has a large, and my main officer does the gardening while I do ships, airships and subs. And I think
So I'll
we've got
probably
like
do this
50
tonight.
fab onions now.
We've sold tons and tons, but we manage
Let me go ahead
20
and
or
change
so
this up.
gardens.
Oh my lord. We
So
only
yeah,
have the 3 for the FC house, so. And we only started when Dynamis came out, so it hasn't been that long. I think 50 will be enough for any new people for a while, so I think I can call him off. Like, you don't have to do time, you're good.
hey, might as well just keep them coming. Because each individual person needs 10 to max out their chocobo.
But most people don't.
Well, yeah,
Like,
but
over 90% of the player base don't even use their chocobos.
I don't get why, because my chocobo's my best friend.
They're a
Since you
beast.
cleared it, you might just have to PF it. Yeah. I've been looking at some PF
They've
stuff.
been
I'm trying
ranked
not
20 for a long
to-
time, and sometimes I'm just out gathering, and I'm like, you know what, Vitani, and I'll
I'm
smack
trying
something
not
real quick.
to push PF
Like, you have
past
fun
where
while
I
I
am with
gather.
the static. So like, I did join a practice
Yeah, I don't even,
P6S
like,
on
mine
PF,
just
so I
sits
could
in
like
the stable.
practice the fight, but I didn't go for a clear on P6S.
So I usually don't do anything where I actually
Not like,
need the
if we were
chocobo,
doing
so I
really
just let them
good,
stay
I
in the
would
stable.
have like actively tanked
I
like
keep them with me.
just
There's no reason to have
tanked
it in
the
stable.
fight in order to
anymore
lose
for
it
me,
or
because,
anything
you
like
know,
that. If we
it's
did
ranked
good and
20,
we cleared
so-
it, so be it. But I just
just
did it
have
because I
in
wanted
there
to practice
so,
like Kakexia
it
and
gives
stuff.
life in the stable because my dead FC Nobody has a joke.
Oh
about
yeah,
that.
if your FC is kind of dead, then yeah.
Oh yeah, it's
right.
completely dead.
I'm gonna hump out for tonight.
Later,
All right,
FM.
you take care.
Thanks for filling for us, guys.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Pop out. That's how you farm accessories. You joined a few P5S prog groups too. Yeah. It was a little chaotic. It actually was pretty good for a party finder experience. It was surprisingly good for a party finder experience, is what I'll say. Because, I expected it to be bad, but within a few hours, we had really kind of practiced all the stuff I wanted to practice in P6. And so I felt good. Like, pretty good. There's still plenty of things in P5S that I just can't read. Like, when the dark domes go down, I'm just not sure which direction I'm supposed to be going with that polyominoid there. I'm not certain how to read what direction to go when we're baiting out the dark domes and then running to a corner. And some things like that, but I got pretty consistent with Cachexia, so I felt a little better there. Although it felt like Cachexia 2 was a little different, and I'm not sure if maybe we just handled it poorly or if it actually functions differently. Go the direction diagonal of the X tethered to the cross, not in the corner. The direction diagonal of the X tethered to the cross that's not in the corner. Okay, I think I understand what you're saying there. I need to look at it on a diagram, but I think I do understand what you're saying there. Well, actually, what I need to do is go back into P6 and get used to seeing it in-game. There. Since I have no idea how to properly refer to this quest line, you guys can be as confused as I am. Post Endwalker roll quests? Whatever that means. I don't know what the hell to call it. Like, Endwalker roll capstone questline or something. I don't know. Do I want to run this as Sage? Should I run this as Paladin? I mean, Paladin's what I ran Endwalker as. But Sage has kind of become my main ever since I started raiding. It's just the class that sort of feels the best to me. I'll go ahead and run this with Sage. If it isn't Ashram. All around good egg and champion of, well, the whole world, I suppose. Word travels fast, my friend. We've heard all about your exploits defeating the blasphemies that plagued the good people of Eosia and Goma. Sadly, there are other fell beasts that yet want for slaying. But fear not, our efforts to bring them low proceed apace. And we've had naught but glad tidings from our allies. Perhaps the most surprising report came from Willet. The soldiers led by the infamous Black Wolf fought alongside Alamegan troops for yet another hard-earned victory. Fucking Whirlet. God. I have to go, but I will look. Alright, Bailey. Thanks for stopping by. And have fun with whatever you're doing tonight. Reports from Garlemald, however, suggest another blasphemy that lurks in the snows. We received a petition for assistance. Strange, don't you think? When the effects of the final days began to spread in earnest, we encountered a great many monsters Garlemald, but never a blasphemy. To make matters worse, they say the Garleans who chose to remain and rebuild have begun transforming into yet more hideous creatures. Isakuno. Honk, 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 honk. Isakuno. What's up, Sakuno? You been up to anything interesting tonight? Or lately? Also by Sakuno. That's a very interesting drawing there.
What do I do with this? I can't!
What was that?
I can't! She saw nothing.
Even before.
A very wonderful artistic talent. Yeah. But I understand it was you and your comrades who brought an end to the source of the final days. Is that right? Even so, it would appear its effects will linger a while longer. So this malevolent influence on Akasha subsides. I dare say this won't be the last time we hear of such sightings. As for the blasphemy, we have reason to believe it is a great deal stronger than any we faced thus far. Your strength and experience would prove quite valuable, if you're willing to help, of course. Is the Ilsabard contingent not equipped to handle it? No. Of course I'll help. I'm used to... Oh my god, it's horrible, we don't know what to do. Really, Context and Charlian would be thrilled to hear it. Though they did not explicitly request your presence, it was clear from the first they were hoping for it. Though if I may be frank, I was not expecting Charlian of all places to be so concerned with the present state of Garlemald. What with the strict policies of non-intervention? Perhaps we'll find out the reason before this is all over. But that's an inquiry for another time. I'll not keep you any longer. Once you arrive in Garlemald, I should think the intelligence officer stationed there will be more than happy to apprise you of the situation. I think I can also toss my carrot pudding in my pot. Back in there. I'll hold on to all my cracked clusters for now. I do need to start making more food in pots eventually. Alright. Camp broken glass. Big jump. You know what? I'm gonna go ahead and run 90 seconds of ads now while I'm thinking about it to get rid of pre-rolls for a while. Like, I hardly ever even think to run the ads, so I end up getting random ads at random times. Well, not random, but at unexpected times from Twitch, because I'm not paying attention to what time it is, so it'll just, like, suddenly happen. Anything interesting out around here? Hi Lucia, hi Maxima, how you guys doing? What else? Oh yeah, that's the 6.3 stuff. Rebuilding beginning to take shape, more people have been inspired to help. It'll be interesting if Garlean Restoration or Garlemald Restoration comes around. I say as someone who spent like 0 time doing the Ishgard restoration stuff. Like, maybe if I got involved in the Ishgard restoration stuff, it'd be more interesting if Garlemald restoration happened, but seeing as I never do. What is... Oh, there really are just like random sprites out here. Huh. Quartermaster, Gemstone Trader. What do you have? Probably not much, because I haven't done much in Garlemald yet. But Overboss Milk? Now that's interesting. A Mastifer and Saiga Hide I don't really have anything to do with. Wait, why is 99 then? I'll go ahead and just grab a stack of this. Because I'll need it for crafting later anyway. And now I know where I can get some. I think I need something else too. But I don't have any. I know you get it from a gemstone trader, but I have no idea where. Was it Bayberry? Oh, I can't even remember what it was I was looking for. Ashran. The Ashran. It's an honor to have you with us, sir. I presume you had come to assist us in our hunt for the blasphemy. Maximo and Lucia will be pleased to hear it. If you come this way. Oh yeah, I'm still on a completely different data center. Oh well, won't matter for the storyline. It's good to see you, Ashran. We should wonder more fortuitous circumstances. We're reluctant to call upon you, knowing you but recently returned from the far reaches of the heavens, but we're no less glad for your aid. Now then, I believe it best if the man who first discovered this blasphemy explained the situation. Oh? Who first discovered it? Euless. I'm just guessing. He's the only other, like, Garlemald person I can think of who'd be really important. No, Fortunal. Interesting. I guess that's why Charlian is involved in it. I guess I can see why he'd be interested in Garlemald stuff, considering he was bringing a bunch of people through here and, like, failed miserably. He's kinda... We'll see. Ashran. Good. We may forego introductions then. Thank you for answering our call for assistance. As for the situation at hand, it concerns a joint effort between the Forum and the Lockwards to find new purpose for the moon. There is no longer need for a vessel to evacuate this star. We believe the moon may yet prove of use to the people of Aetheris. After much contemplation, a rather ingenious proposal was put forward. To transform the moon into a repository for man's knowledge, an archive of hitherto unseen scale. Charlian has long had the honor of boasting incomparable repositories of the world's knowledge, but is far from perfect. Should calamity befall us, natural or otherwise, the wisdom of ages we have long labored to preserve, will be lost. But the moon is beyond any such risk. What's more, it's beyond the jurisdiction of any one nation. Thus did we consult the allied nations of Eorzea, the Far East, and Rods-at-Han. They agreed to assembling a survey team to take measure of the moon and its potential as a repository. Plans for assessment were forestalled, however, by the presence of an entity we believe to be a blasphemy in the Tower of Babel. That's interesting. A blasphemy inside the Tower of Babel. I mean, the only person I could even think of would maybe be Varys, but he's not even human anymore. Like, I don't even know if Varys could become a blasphemy. If that's even possible for him. Claims of Garlean citizens transforming into monsters shortly after its discovery only gave further credence to our initial supposition. But we've not only ill tidings to share. Reinforcements have been dispatched to aid us in quelling the blasphemy threat. Lord Artural and a member of Gridania's keepers of the Entwined Serpents have already begun an investigation into the catalyst for these transformations. Though the skies no longer burn, and the spread of this affliction is much curtailed, we must remain vigilant. Till the blasphemy threat has been quelled, Alphino and others have graciously offered to help keep calm the people of Tertium, while we attend to the people here. But the matter of the blasphemy is not so easily resolved, I'm afraid. We recently met with certain complications that have hindered our plans. Nigiri and Fodola are presently deliberating how best to resolve the situation. Perhaps it would be best if you heard the details directly from them. Nigiri and Fodola, Jesus. I mean, I kind of did guess that, like, all the warriors were gonna show up in this one, since it's the after roll quest line, right? But actually, you know, seeing them all will still be fun. I should like to join you, if I may, as this endeavor was originally undertaken on Charlene's behalf. I feel it's my responsibility to see this through to its conclusion. Okay. Hanging out with Papa Levier and everyone else. Oof. Hey, girls. There's gonna be a lot of voices to do in this one, isn't there? I didn't even really stop to think about that till just now. Oh well, here we go. I did not expect to see you here of all places, but I am no less glad for your presence. I presume word of the blasphemy is what brought you here, in which case I believe it may be best if a member of the reconnaissance team's guard explain the situation. Holy crap, dude. An acquaintance of yours. Like, either of those is fine. I'd tell you the worldly sort, but bugger me if I know where you heard my name before. I'm just a lowly sword for hire, hoping to fatten my purse with a touch of mercenary work after taking my leave from Limsa. Job sounded simple enough, but, well, I'm sure you wouldn't be here if it were, eh? But you didn't come all this way to hear about me, did you? The blasphemy we're after is making its nest in the upper reaches of the Tower of Babel. The auxiliary sector, I believe it was. But it wasn't alone. Sizable horde of beasts was circling about like knights protecting their queen. Naturally, we thought to strike them from a distance before engaging in earnest, but not a single bullet reached its mark. They're protected by some manner of mystical shroud as far as I could figure. Without a keen eye for magic, I don't see anyone getting through. By the time we understood the futility of the situation, we'd been spotted. Retreat was our only option. Pains me to say it, but there won't be any brute forcing our way through this one. My understanding is that once transformed, these blasphemies are completely devoid of ether. With what energies could it create such a barrier? That's the question, isn't it? First thought was some heretofore unknown technique for conjuring shields. Needless to say, I'm out of my depth when it comes to matters of magic. Which is precisely why I plan to speak with the Elder Seedseer when she arrives. If anyone can help us find a way to overcome the blasphemy's protection, it's her. In the meantime, we trouble you to help with the not-so-small matter of people changing into beasts. Blasphemy's horde was large enough when we first found it. Can't afford for more to join its ranks. Wait, hold on, Kiriti. Wait. Hold on. Okay, just give him a sec. He'll wear himself out in a second. I agree too. Thanks. Very well. We shall reconvene with Lord Arthur and discuss strategy. Chaos! All the chaos. Well, get a drink of water real quick. Alright. Well, before you go, there's something else you should know about that tower. The moment we set foot inside, I could swear there was someone, or something, watching us. I shrugged it off, thinking it a figment of my imagination, but in hindsight, I'm not so sure. I mean, there's only one person in there that might have been, like, watching you the whole time in the tower. Nothing to worry ourselves about now, but let's keep on your guard when you do finally return to the tower, eh? Yeah, I can only think it's gotta be Varys. But in what way? Is it even possible for a primal to regain enough sense of self to be driven to enough despair to become a blasphemy? I have no idea. Yeah, it's really everyone's here. That's right. It's good to have you with us, my friend. Indeed. The road before us is not an easy one, and men of your talents will prove invaluable to our efforts. We but recently returned from reconnaissance, and we made a few rather surprising discoveries. First and foremost, we're pleased to discover that no one residing within Camp Broken Glass or Tertium have turned. No doubt thanks to the concerted efforts of Maxima Alpino Alisei. Hey, Baron. Raid was a bit of a bust tonight, Baron, so I'm finishing up the post-roll quest line for Endwalker. Like, the after I finished all the roll quests, here's this story. However, we have reason to believe those who did turn all hail from Locus Aminus. Oh, interesting. Really? From Corvos. Not really here. I should be sleeping, but I am not. Enjoy your not sleep, Baron. In Corvos, the Garlean's ancestral home. Very same. When the ill effects of the final days began to manifest there, a number of Garlean refugees from the region sought sanctuary in Garlemald. I am an illusion. Capital was already in ruins when they arrived. They were offered asylum, but many refused and instead chose to fend for themselves on the outskirts of the city. We are of a mind to go and speak with them directly. If you would care to join us. As together we can learn what of the recent circumstances has triggered such terrible change among the people. Well, I mean, how about all of the above, dude? Like, they're outcast in their homeland, spat on and abused. They come to Garlemald to find it destroyed. No place for them to really seek sanctuary. It's like, I don't know why it's triggering now, but I can see why the people from Corvos would be the ones most affected. Frozen Hope. What the? Grade 6 tinctures. I don't need any of those. And being of the essence, I believe it prudent we split into 2 groups and cover as much ground as we may, as quickly as possible. You and Master Fortunato would inquire after the people at Victor's spoils. 2 of us shall see what we may learn at Liminal Station 4. When you finish, pray meet us here. Meet us there. Victor's spoils is to the east of here, yes? Let us be off. couldn't do much with raid. You were fine in raid. It was just a number of different matters all like coming together. Us taking so long to find people to fill, and then a bunch of people were feeling off, and Sway was being asked to play a different role. That's all. I would be interested to see if any group pops up that's like P5S clearing, duty completion, blah blah blah, something like that tonight. Maybe I'll jump in with them. Not that I really need to. I think the only thing you can get out of P5 is accessories. I'm pretty sure. Those are the only things that drop, and I think the only things you can buy with the books you get from P5 is accessories. And I could use some alt class accessories, sure, but for my Sage, at least, I don't need any accessories from Abyssos, so I don't really need to keep running P5 right now. They should choose to reside here in the cold. I can but presume they will not be amenable to conversation. Even so, we must not be deterred. Come. Oh, man. Hello, refugees. Talk. What's there to talk about? We've no home, no future, nothing. This doom spells the end for us all. They're all pretty much done. Come to hear our grievances, have you? We've more than you have time to hear them, sure. We've lost not one, but 2 homes. Oh. Oh, cool. Our loved ones, our livelihood. There's nothing left. Served my time with the military, for what? To lose all my friends? My son? It was not to show for it, but our claim to Locus Aminus. So we thought. Calamity was visited upon us for reasons we know not. When we thought to flee, it followed on our heels to Garlemald. Ruin and ash at every turn. My mark is up here? Where? Said to the north. Oh, Emperor's Rose is my mark. Sure, why not? It's B rank. Wow, this B rank feels super weak after doing Savage raiding for about a month. This feels like slow and easy. Like, not even remotely breaking a sweat here. I'm sure it's because all my gear is, well, most of my gear is up to like 6.3-ish high level, which this thing is not ready for. Do you also still have my food up? Yeah, I still have my food up. That's probably helping it too. It's like, wow, an actual at-level hunt mark that feels just boring and simple to fight. That's interesting. Emperor's Rose model is just... yeah. Yup. Disgusting, disgusting Marlboro creatures. Can't imagine why you or anyone else would feign interest in our troubles. But if you insist, I find a great many of the people here were in the military at one time or another. What if Morble but stacked on top? Ugh. Yep. One time or another. Some retiring with honors and others without. Sadly, I'm one of the latter. or one too many scars in battle. Even so, my contributions were enough to warrant leave to move to Locus Aminus. It was a land of warmth and bounty. Corvosi rebellion, admittedly, proved troublesome for a time. Didn't take long for the Second Legion to quell the uprising. You could practically drown in the calm and quiet. And then one day the skies came alive with flame. We were overrun by all manner of foul beasts born of our brothers and sisters. The Second Legion barely had time to assemble their forces before they were overrun and snuffed out. We barely escaped with our lives. It was made by the same ancient who crafted the smokable plant and was currently testing his own crop. What? Well, that's interesting. Maybe I need to do more side quests in Elpis. We were greeted only with more wrack and ruin on our arrival here. We've not the strength to take our home back from the Corvosi a second time. There's nothing left for us anywhere. Yeah, makes sense why they're all despair and torment and blah blah blah, but whatever. You learn aught of how they came to be in such dire straits. I mean, yeah. Like, they're conquerors who, like, immediately after succeeding at conquest, had everything that they fought for and died for torn out from under them. See, I heard much of the same. Military forces of Locus Aminus were defeated in the wake of the final days. Desperate to survive, they naturally fled to Garlemald seeking sanctuary. It was their hope the might of the Empire would allow them to reclaim the home they were forced to abandon. But the capital was already in ruin when they arrived. Needless to say, the lands they have long believed to be the ancestral home of the Garlean people may remain forever lost to them. I'm okay with that. Occasionally they bring up Corvos as, like, I'm afraid their ancestral homes may be lost to them forever. But every time they try to bring that up, I'm like, I'm fine with that. Like, the Garleans were driven out of Locus Aminus generations ago. Like, hundreds of years ago, I think. I don't know the exact timeline, but I think it was almost like 1,000 years ago or more they were driven out of Locus Aminus. Whatever ancestral claim they had to Corvos, I'm willing to say it's not really around anymore, okay? Everyone alive in Corvos today was probably born in Corvos and knew it as, like, a free nation. So I'm willing to, like, forget about whatever ancestral claim from 1,000 years ago the Garleans may have had to it. I don't care. Those unfamiliar with history would believe they have always resided in the bitter cold climes of northern Ilsabad. But that was only after the Corvosi invaded 800 years prior. Oh, 800 years then. The advent of Magitech, it was all too easy for Emperor Solus to rally his people, take back what they believed to be rightfully theirs. Yet history would tell us true that the land they call Locus Aminus has been known by other names, and served as home to myriad peoples. Indeed, one need only look back to the Allegans' reign in the Third Astral Era to give the lie to Garlean claims of sovereignty. Exactly. If we're going... This is the same thing I think about real world when we talk about, like, politics and history. If we're going to settle every old grudge that has ever existed, we're going to be killing each other forever. Okay? It's never going to stop. Because any Garlean who can claim an ancestral right to... Well, then someone who can trace their lineage back to Alleg could claim an ancestral right to it. Graha could claim an ancestral right to all 3 continents. Okay? Like, if we're gonna settle every old debt that has ever existed, we're just gonna be killing each other forever. Even had they such ancestral ties to Locus Aminus, antecedents cannot justify their animosity to foreign peoples. Animosity poorly veiled by delusions of justice. as has been the case for so many nations throughout history. But that man had the sense and strength of will to break free from such chains of hatred. Help! Someone help! They've turned! Another monster. Quickly, Ashran. We haven't a moment to lose. Of course they've turned. Everyone here is horribly, horribly distraught. It's honestly not surprising at all that someone turned. God. Sometimes it goes long enough that I forget I even have W. And then someone uses it and it's like, oh yeah. One of my mates seemed unwell, so I thought to come over and look in on him. Next thing I knew, he... No one appears to be injured. Did he not attack? He just walked off in the direction of the tower. In a daze, as if it was calling to him. It is Varys. It's absolutely Varys. No, I don't know what to do. Like, I'm already calling it. It's absolutely Varys. I was not under the impression that... Nahi? And then, yep, there's Baron. Every time Baron blurps, "Do you know Lahi?" I know what's coming next. I wasn't even aware that a primal could retain enough sense of self to feel enough despair to turn into a blasphemy. Although Varys may not be the blasphemy. Varys may be the one creating the shield and, like, summoning the abominations to the tower? No, that would definitely lead me to believe that he's the blasphemy. I thought he might have been, like, protecting the blasphemy for some reason. But, I mean, if he's also calling the abominations to the tower, like the way they were using his, tempering on the Garleans during the actual MSQ, that seems to be kind of what's going on with the abominations, right? Like, they're being immediately taken under his control and pulled to the tower. Could not have gone far. You go after him. I'll remain here and see that all are accounted for. I don't know. I'm not sure yet. But I know it's gonna tie in with Varys somehow. Either he's protecting the blasphemy or is somehow turned into it. Is this thing like moaning and groaning? Yeah, it is. I mean, it makes sense with the way it looks, but still. Oh boy. I could probably switch off of Hybotus to something else. I was doing that because I was doing a lot of fishing the other day for scripts. What do I want to use in Garlemald? They're my last bits. I can't do any more for a while. Oh well. Starlight Steed. Maybe not. Oh yeah, I have a Gwibber now. I managed to pick one up. So much. Oh yeah, no, last bits. Okay. I was like, so much for your last bits, but no, that was channel points. Unfortunately, I don't think I need to run water and water and water anymore because I have the Gwibber of Light already. You know what? Let's do the Magitech armor. And if I'm going to use that, then the whole reason to use that is because the music would be perfect for Garlemald. Beast is slain then. Thank the heavens. For blessing no others have turned, and a measure of calm has been restored, if only for the moment. Witnesses were able to offer a clue as to the source of the transformation. They claim the afflicted was listening to this radio. Great! Even now it continues to play the same cryptic message. Uh-huh. Although Varys shouldn't even be there anymore, really. We did slay that primal, right? Yeah. We fought against it. So we must have slain it, story-wise. I was just considering still being there because you could basically just go back and fight primals over and over and over and over and over again. But story-wise, MSQ-wise, we killed that primal. Then what the hell is going on here? Empire no more, never again, rise, ashes, yep. Distorted by radio state, your voice saying the Empire is no more, never again shall rise from the ashes. How is this possible? There are no facilities left standing that could possibly deliver a broadcast. Animals capable of sending messages, yeah. Be that as it may, Anima is no more. The Tower of Babel has fallen into disrepair. By your hand, no less. Which begs the question, who, perhaps what, could be behind this? Ashran, Master Fortuno, a moment if you would. Going to go pretend that I'm sleeping, but I'm actually reading light novels like the Big Weeb. Good luck with sleeping, Baron. Shortly after we finished our inquiry at Liminal Station 4, Lord Emmerich and Admiral Melville arrived and requested an audience. Shift starts in 6 hours. Oh, god damn it, Baron. Good luck at work, then. Good luck staying awake. Apologies for our late arrival. Knowing firsthand the devastation of which blasphemies are capable, I discussed the matter with the Admiral. We were of one mind that the situation warranted our immediate presence. Is it safe to presume a representative of the survey team has already arrived? Indeed I have. Thank you for coming all this way on such short notice. Recent events here at the camp have proved most enlightening. And this is the aforementioned radio. Empire no more. A harsh reminder of their misfortune. Sufficient to push some wayward few over the edge, it would seem. Yet there still remains the question of who is sending this message, and from where. Glory everlasting Garlemald. The glory everlasting for Garlemald? No, it couldn't be. You recognize this message? The mantra often spoken by Lord Nerva. Anyone who lived in the provinces under his authority could scarcely forget those words. Oh. He was in the provinces. So Nerva probably returned when they lost Corvos the second time. Also seeking sanctuary here in Garlemald. Was driven nuts, basically, into deepest despair. He became the blasphemy, perhaps? And is somehow using the same, like, influencing the realm the same way Anima did? He sought to claim the throne after the assassination of Emperor Varys, did he not? After civil war broke out, he all but disappeared, according to the intelligence we managed to gather. How could he have managed to breach the tower undetected? To have done so and remain unnoticed by the creatures infesting the tower seems a nigh impossible task. Unless... Voice on the radio is the blasphemy. I do. And as it was with Anima, these radios are somehow attuned to whatever signal it emits from the tower. What's more, I believe the true identity of the blasphemy is Nervo. Robbed of the throne and forced to watch the empire he longed to command crumble before his very eyes. If such loss did not drive him to the same fate as Quintus, the despair he felt no doubt overcame and turned him. Shit, now I got Prog fever, thanks. Oh, man. Hey, have you managed to find anyone who's doing P6S? Maybe I'd hop in too. Although I should probably finish this story now that I've started it. Nerva's delusions of grandeur aside, the Garlean's plight sounds not unlike the Sahagin, desperate to preserve their spawning grounds. Indeed. I won't touch P6S unless I'm helping someone, no need to. Yeah, it's a... Yeah. There's some mechanics that it's like, I don't want to touch that fight unless absolutely necessary. Things like Cachexia and Devour and Ruby 5. No, yeah. P6S is not that difficult, actually. It's actually not very difficult. But Cachexia is another weird mechanic that a lot of people will probably just be like, I have no idea how to do this. And, you know, 5 weeks later, after hard progging it over and over again, they'll be like, I still don't have any idea how to do this. Indeed, unscrupulous by any measure. The Garleans found solidarity in their ideology, as did the people of Ishgard in the church. Adrift without home or purpose, it's all too easy for despair to take hold. But that a remedy was simple as offering them land as we did the Sahagin. In all likelihood, the Garleans would refuse to settle for aught less than what they believed to be their ancestral home of Locus Aminus, a claim that Korvosi would readily take arms to denounce. We would do well not to further fan the flames of animosity twixt them. And perhaps at the very least, we can offer them peace of mind, and a means to regain some semblance of stability in their lives. True comfort and stability, Garlemald must be rebuilt. Yeah, but we're not going to start Garlean restoration now. It doesn't exist. By no means an easy solution, but perhaps the only one worthy of pursuit. Of course, this new Garlemald must remain a sovereign nation, free from the oversight of others. Aye, they would see no meaning in it otherwise. If I'm not mistaken, Alphino and Alizé have already made strides in helping the people here regain some normalcy in their day-to-day living. Most important first step, but it will mean little without proper leadership. Rather than a single individual, perhaps a governing body of sorts will prove more effective. Yeah, Garlemald has been an empire for too fucking long. Like, you can't be an empire in Final Fantasy. You just can't. But if you're an empire and you're in a Final Fantasy game, guess what? You're the villain. Okay? There's a couple of kingdoms that are not horrible villains, but that's even few and far between. Every empire that has ever existed in Final Fantasy is an evil villain. I don't know why. Why do the creators of Final Fantasy hate empires so much? I don't know if that's a Japanese thing or a thing of like the era? A lot of science fiction and fantasy were bringing up empires as like villains around the time Final Fantasy started. Huh. A number of former Senate members among the refugees at Camp Broken Glass, as I recall. With their help, creating the framework for new governance is not an impossibility. Let us call the people together, see what they make of our proposal. Final days has taken much from you all. I can but imagine the pain you feel in the face of such immeasurable loss. And though the final days has been averted, its effects yet linger, and a blasphemy has been born of your suffering. Decisive action must be taken before further harm is wrought upon you. To overcome such adversity is too great a task for any one person. As a people united, there may yet be hope for the morrow. While it is not our place to decide how you will move forward, we would offer a small measure of guidance. We were told a number of former members of your Senate yet remain among you. Would you be amenable to an interim government led by these individuals, till such time as Garlemald can be rebuilt? Rebuild Garlemald? Such a thing truly possible? Even if we do cobble together some governing council, they won't be making anything of that pile of ash we dare call Garlemald. There's no going back to Locus Aminus either. Rack and ruin, those are our only options. I realize that to rebuild Garlemald is a seemingly impossible task, but you needn't undertake it alone. My children are working with members of the First Legion as we speak to begin an organized relief effort. And there are others from the provinces, no doubt willing to lend their expertise. You need but ask, not as would-be conquerors, but as brothers and sisters of the Star, and others will heed your call. You should still see no merit in the rebuilding of Garlemald, and I would instead offer you residency in Charlian. I promise you will be welcomed with open arms. Charlian. So now you'd expect us to go and lick boots in some country we've never even heard of. I expect you to get over your fucking ego. That's what I expect. Yeah, my Warrior of Light's not the best diplomat. It's like, I expect you to get over your fucking ego. Your country's dead, bro. Every aspect of it. You got no ground to stand on. Either you accept outside help to rebuild your own sovereign nation, or you go lick the boots of the people who are still alive, because your country is dead. Either let us help you rebuild your country and stop acting like a piece of shit, or go live in a foreign country, that one of the few that would even accept you. Apologies if I appeared overly forward in my proposition. Considering our strict policies on non-intervention until but recently, it's not surprising that you're unfamiliar with my homeland. There's an island nation to the north, and a myriad peoples, which is why I believe it would not prove difficult to accommodate you and yours. To be clear, you would not be migrating to Charlian to live in servitude. You have my word that each and every one of you would be guaranteed citizenship upon entry. Why exactly would you go to such lengths for us? For the conquerors you barely know. Because there's no conquest left in you. And to leave you out here to just die in the cold is, like, a little less than we're willing to do. Because we're stupid like that. Charlian was long aware of the coming doom that would be the final days. So we were preparing to evacuate this star, taking as many people and resources as our stores would allow. Initially, it was our intent to save the people of Garlemald as well. But we had not forgotten your transgressions invading Alamigo, your rejection of our entreaties for peace. After a great deal of deliberation, it was decided that we would forego an invitation to Garlemald, a determination made with great trepidation. We convinced ourselves it was ultimately for the greater good. Though I can think of at least one individual who would continue to protest. To ignore the plight of those one might conceivably save is not wisdom. It is indolence. Uh-huh. Sage counsel I brazenly cast aside when confronted with the final days in earnest. Ashran here and his companions refused to forsake those we were otherwise unwilling to save. Great risk to themselves, they achieved the impossible, and opened my eyes to the error of the Forum's decision. All other roads lead to ruin. Regardless, perhaps we should at least consider it. Go with rebuilding your homeland. If you want to remain a sovereign nation, go with rebuilding your homeland, but you can't do it alone, okay? So swallow the pride for 5 seconds and understand that, yes, the nations you've been trying to conquer for the last century or so are offering you aid to rebuild your homeland. It's pathetic and it's very piteous, but you know what? If it's all you've got when you're a people with nothing else, then so be it. It would be my pleasure to invite you all to Camp Broken Glass, where you shall have warm food and beds both. Did they just go with them? Or did they shake their heads and then just walk away? It's weird because the framing of the camera there made it almost look like they were walking in the same direction as everyone else. So I'm not sure whether they're like, oh, this sucks, but then gave in, or like, fuck that, and walked away. Whatever. Cameron Melvib and I shall speak with Maxima and the others. Consider how best to assist the Garleans moving forward. Should we broach the subject of the blasphemy, however, we will not hesitate to call upon you. Oh, yeah, they did go with them. Okay, then. Someone staying behind. Wait, that almost looks like, that kind of almost looks like something that Nero would wear. I mean, it makes sense. You know what, I should go with something else. No, I guess I can go with that. I could use these weak tinctures when I'm, like, just progging. If I really care. Why not? Yeah, that almost looked like the kind of outfit that Nero might wear. And it makes sense if he showed up at this point. When Garlemald's at, like, its lowest, and there's a blasphemy we have to deal with, and we're trying to get it off the ground and all that. Misguided few. Visibly relieved the Garleans are safe. The hardness and fortune on its eyes suggests your work is far from over. Well, yeah, no shit. With the Garleans' hearts at ease, the likelihood of others turning is greatly diminished. That said, it's no cause for us to grow complacent. We must needs find a way to overcome the blasphemy's protective warding. If I understand correctly, blasphemy's behavior is oftentimes influenced by the memories and emotions of their originator. In which case, it would be prudent to learn more of the man who birthed this monstrosity. How fortuitous, then, that a number of soldiers from the 3rd Legion are in our custody. For mercy, their tempering was not so severe as to be beyond our ability to heal them. They are presently being treated at Camp Broken Glass. Perhaps the camp's intelligence officer can tell us who among them knows aught of Nerva's whereabouts. Juicy Long Shot. That's a good name. There's a gunbreaker, that's fitting. I hope she plays Machinist and Gunbreaker a lot. Bard too, I suppose. Ah. I see. Perhaps it'd be best if you speak with Virgilia, Legatus of the 3rd Legion. She's still on the mend, but the Corrosions aren't like to oppose a brief conversation. If you would wait here for a moment. Are you wearing your armor? Why? Aren't you on the mend? You're wearing, like, clothes. He was his champion, I presume. And one of his cohorts. It's a little late to be pompous. Business have you with me? Ilsabard is faced with imminent crisis, and we believe the knowledge you bear may be key to stopping it. Do we believe the blasphemy to be Nova? His whereabouts in the wake of Garlemald's fall, and lack thereof, give credence to our theory. Lord Nova, from what we have pieced together thus far, you were one of the last to see him alive. Please, will you not share with us what you know? Very well. I suspect what meager knowledge I possess shall avail you not. I spoke with Lord Nova shortly after the warring with the 1st Legion began. Cloistered within the lower levels of the Seneculum Imperialis, he spent the better part of the day listening attentively to the radio. He seemed hopeful, or perhaps just desperate, for news that the tide might turn in our favor. Next day I left for the front line. It was there I heard a terrible noise, which I assumed came from the Tower of Babel. Then darkness took me, and I remember naught after that. I was told the radios protected those close to them from the effects of the tower, in which case Lord Nova would have remained unaffected. But he's ever been devoted to Garlemald, a glory everlasting, he would say. The fucking song's playing here. That, like, chant from Garlemald. If it's supposed to be, like, their national anthem or something. I think it was supposed to just be, like, a tune that Anima was letting out after the fact, though. I don't think it's, like, their national song or anything. Which the Empire he loves so dearly crumble. I can think of no one who would be more stricken by the sight. It would seem we were right to assume what became of Nova. It does not surprise me the beast would choose to make its nest within the Tower of Babel. It stands atop the remains of the Imperial Palace, the throne he revered so highly. The Empire is no more. Lord Nova, apparently, is no longer the man he once was. He deserves to be laid to rest, together with his dreams of glory. We will fell the beast. You have my word. Apologies for the interruption. Carnison has arrived. We're ready to depart. It is good to see you, Ashran. Master Fortunal. I have spoken with Lorenz of the ward protecting the blasphemy. I am quite confident some manner of ether-based magic bars our path. I may be so bold, Elder Sitzia. We reached the same conclusion initially, but it simply is not possible. These creatures born of the final days are devoid of ether. As such, they would be unable to produce such a barrier in a manner to which we are accustomed. Suppose it possible they manipulated dynamis to achieve a similar effect. I too thought to dismiss the notion of a barrier fueled by ether. That is, until I stepped foot here in Garlemald. Even now I can sense streams of ether flowing toward the tower. Its purpose was, after all, to harvest reserves of energy sufficient to reach the moon. Even if one was incapable of manipulating ether directly, it stands to reason control of the tower would alleviate such a need. It is merely conjecture, of course. I cannot say for certain until I have examined the currents with mine own eyes. Might I ask you to accompany us? I would join you as well, if I may. My injuries would keep me from being of use in battle, but my knowledge of the land should serve just as well as my blade. I would not be opposed to your company, but it is not my decision to make. She may go, so long as she remains under watch by you and the others. Very good. Might I suggest we begin with Reggio Urbanissima? I sense the greatest confluence of ether in that vicinity. Yeah, I'm gonna go out on a limb and say that's probably Nero. No guarantee. Just the red armor, and I think he had, like, he definitely downgraded out of his full, like, Imperial armor, and he was wearing, I think, like, leather boots. Plus the red. Yeah. Plus the situation we're in, I'm inclined to think that's Nero. There we go. Welcome to the Final Fantasy VI intro, I guess, everybody. Oh man, I do need to stay a little further up because a lot of these enemies will want to fight me. I haven't listened to this song in a while. As I thought, the ether stream here flows toward the tower, as do all others in this region, no doubt. This convergence first began when the Telophoroi erected spires in all corners of Eorzea to fuel the Tower of Babel. But once destroyed, this divergence of ether should have ceased. Alright, whoever you are, if you've business with us, quit your skulking about in the shadows and speak your piece. It was you there in the tower, wasn't it? Yeah, called it. My, you're sharper than you look. Hey, Nero. I recognize you. Nero, yes? Why are you following us? Who said I'm following you? Being a native of Garlemald does not stand to reason. I might be inclined to come and see what has become of my home. I know not what you're scheming, but we've no time to entertain your games. Perhaps Master Garland would make better company for you. I kind of love that, like, everyone in the know knows. Oh, Nero just showed up. Better call Sid. Spare me. I'm a man of great ambition and greater intellect, far beyond the scope of anything Garland could hope to achieve. He still keeps his head in the clouds, while I would set my sights to the stars beyond. Oh, God. Here's why you snuck into the tower. Like us, you couldn't get past the blasphemy to reach the transporter. Yes, well, I was very much hoping you would dispense with that little obstacle. Having caught wind of your plans, curiosity compelled me to see if you were truly up to the task. Do you have reason to believe we are not? Or perhaps does the great genius Nero mean to dispense with the blasphemy himself? Far be it from me to steal your glory, having come all this way. But as I'm feeling generous, I'll tell you what I learned in my time, during my time in the Tower of Babel. I was able to access its systems, you see. Discovered one of those dreadful spires still appears to be active. Impossible. They all vanished when Anima was destroyed. Yes, and I've heard of your escapades reclaiming the remains of the Emperor. But obviously you failed to reclaim his entire body. As it stands, a piece remains powering a tower at Fabrica. Ah, yes. The manufacturing district, just north of the erstwhile Imperial Palace. Rather impressive feat, considering how these lands are so utterly devoid of ether. Barely enough to sustain life, let alone the spire. But if one were to use Varus's remains to forcibly create a confluence of sorts. Precisely. What I gleaned from the tower's systems, his heart serves as its core. Coursing not with blood, but your precious ether. Now Nerva has amassed a surfeit to shore up his defenses. Not fortuitous he should find so perfect an impetus for his design, stolen from better minds than his own. How very like him. You expect Nero to give him respect? Nero doesn't respect anyone. Oh, did I say that out loud? You forgive me if I fail to show concern for your ire. What you say is true. These lands could never hope to recover from such a paucity of life energies. We must hurry and find Varus's heart, to both spare the land this wanton harvesting and deny the blasphemy the source of its protection. Are we to presume you have any intention of aiding us? As I've said, I have no intention of stealing your glory. Though I fear victory may soon slip through your fingers if you don't act quickly. Tower of Babel was designed specifically for Anima to serve as its core. Nerva forcing himself upon the systems has caused it to grow increasingly unstable. My calculations are correct, and they always are. It will not be long before his presence triggers a system meltdown. The resulting explosion will destroy whatever tenuous streams of ether breathe life into the lands of Garlemald. More importantly, we'll lose our only means of reaching the moon. Heaven's forever denied my genius. Luffy's like, I don't give a shit that Garlemald becomes a wasteland and able to support life. I want to go to the stars. How so very unfortunate. In any event, it would seem time is of the essence. That's all well and good, but even if we know which district to search, finding this heart will be like looking for a needle in a bloody haystack. Actually, I may know where to start. We can start. It's all rather hazy, but I still have vague recollections of my time serving Anima when I was enthralled. We were commanded to erect some manner of facility tucked away in a corner of Fabrica. I remember not what it was for, but it's as good a place as any to begin our search. Certainly sounds promising. But surely this facility will be heavily guarded. Well, maybe it'd be for the best to divide our forces. If it's just the four of us, shouldn't prove too difficult to sneak inside and find the heart. Meanwhile, our main force can stand ready to storm the Tower of Babel when the barrier gives out. You guys be safe in there. I'm okay with storming the tower, that's fine. I kind of expected this would all end with the Warrior of Light at the head of a giant army taking down whatever base the blasphemy was in. This is Levia. This is Levia. Sorry. Couldn't help it. What? Very well. We shall return at once. A number of Guardians have left the camp for the Tower of Babel. Somehow misunderstood the threat of the tower, convinced themselves that Nova has taken refuge there, still clinging to their ill-placed patriotism, no doubt. They could not have gone far. We act quickly, and perhaps they can be found before they come to harm. I kind of love that Nero's like, who gives a shit? If the Guardians want to get themselves killed, who cares? Wise man wouldn't waste his time on a few wayward refugees. But you Charlie and scholars knew better. To ignore the plight of those one might conceivably save is not wisdom, sir. It's all the same to you, Ashran. I would join you. I will return to camp and begin preparations for our assault on the tower. I suppose I should go as well. It's like, you got nothing better to do until the barrier goes down, Nero. Why not help us? Like, just to keep yourself from being bored, if that's a good enough excuse for you. Though I am unarmed, I promise not to be a burden. Instead, it would behoove us to avoid any undue confrontations. And then let us be off. Escort through a dangerous location? Yeah, forget that. I'm just armoring up and going. Is he staying on the ground? No. Okay, he did disappear. Good. For a second there, it looked like he just stayed there on the ground, like he was gonna follow me on foot and get into fights. No, thank you. No trace of them here. Let us keep searching. Yeah, no. Up and over. Don't come towards me. Just stay away. Help, someone please! Did you hear that? It came from over there. Yeah, no, that's far enough. I'm not gonna bother walking it. Boom! Oh wow, that was quick. These guys are dying like instantly. I didn't even need to dodge that one. I knew it was gonna kill him. I was pretty sure that was gonna kill him before he got it off. Like, guys, Nerva is not rallying the troops in the tower to, like, go back and conquer everything. Nerva's dead. And all that's left of him is turning everyone into monsters. You're the ones who came to speak with us before. Heard Lord Nerva had returned. He's assembling his forces in the tower, but he hasn't returned. He's transformed into a monster. No, not Lord Nerva too. There really is nothing left for us. I'll not deny your situation is dire, but you are not without a path forward. I believe you've the passion and conviction needed to rebuild Garlemald, if you so choose. Or failing that, you could begin life anew in Charlian. Rebuild Garlemald? No point in entertaining so lofty a dream. You would sooner die than suffer life under the rule of another. You would sooner seek death than sanctuary. Your resolve is admirable, but sorely misplaced. If you would not see Garlemald rise from the snow and ashes here in Ilsabard, might you consider venturing unto a new frontier? New frontier? Where exactly is this land ripe for exploration? There, on the moon. It is our goal to create a repository of man's knowledge there, free from the jurisdiction of any nation. As I understand, the magitech and technological advancements of Garlemald were without peer. Your expertise would be indispensable in the endeavor, should you be willing, of course. You really expect us to go and live on the bloody moon? Such a thing even possible? Have you a better alternative? Lest you forget, Garlemald did not rise to grandeur from complacency in the present, or rumination in the past. We live for the future. It's in our blood. Life is not without its hardships, of course. Even I've met with the occasional stumbling block. Even should I stumble, my eyes are forever fixed skyward, seeking ever greater heights. The Empire may be lost, but I still possess a great deal of knowledge gained from it, and a desire to seek more. The very notion of exploring the moon is an unprecedented prospect. That you would balk at the proposition boggles the mind. Consider this. You've heard that beasts of the final days were born of those hapless souls that had given up on everything, yes? If that's indeed the case, can you tell me why you still stand before me? Because deep down you believe your life is yet worth living. Deep down you long to reach for the unreachable. Or perhaps you don't. You should choose to lay down and die here in the snow. That's none of my concern. Reach for the unreachable. Sounds like something I would have said back at the academy. Alright, we'll go. Suppose it's better than dying here in the snow, as you so grimly put it. We must first dispense with the blasphemy that commands the tower. Hard to believe Lord Nerva of all people could be turned into one of those monsters. Please, you must stop him. Put his soul to rest. Thank you. Sorry for causing all this trouble. I love how these idiots were willing to get it in their heads like, Lord Nerva's in the tower and he's rallying the troops. It's like, everyone is dead, bro. What troops? Even if he wasn't a blasphemy, what troops do you think he's rallying? Every single one of your legions has basically surrendered themselves and begged the Alliance for help. Thank you for the rousing call to action. But I thought you had no interest in meddling in our affairs. As you misunderstand, I abhor the idea of my countrymen blindly following nobles they know next to nothing about. Besides, it'd be a most piteous sight for not a single Garlean to be among those venturing to the moon. Who else am I to prevail upon to learn of new findings up there? Oh, none of this really matters. Maybe I'll need some spell speed somewhere along the way, but I doubt it. I've basically been melding for determination and direct hit for like high-end savage rating stuff. So I seriously doubt they're gonna want me to meld any spell speed. Forlorn Glory. Eager to regroup and make ready for battle. From what Nero has told us, time is now a luxury we can ill afford. Let us return to Camp Broken Glass, if only for the moment. The others are no doubt finishing their preparations for battle. Man, that Colossus sounded way too close. I need to finish this now. Come on, get out. Okay, there, good. Before the Colossus triggers, please. Just teleport back. That's the problem, wandering around in these areas that are, like, in the current expansion. Everything wants you dead. When you're, like me, way behind and have, like, 4 expansions to get through. You know what I mean? It's easy to get used to. You know, I've already over-leveled everything in this area. I'm fine. But not here. I should hope the other's absence means all proceeds apace. Good, you're here. With the recent arrival of reinforcements, our preparations are all but complete. Hey guys! Apologies for our lateness. Seems we're at least in time to help deliver the crushing blow. Aye, and if the fates are kind, this will be the last we see of these damnable blasphemies. Commander Alden, Lord Hien, thank you both for coming. Yes. Yes, of course. Understood. Lorenz and the others have reclaimed Varys' heart. The barrier protecting the blasphemy should soon dissipate. Then the time has come at last to storm the Tower of Babel. Let's do it then. Admiral Melville and Lord Emmerich await our arrival at its base. Then we should be about it, eh? Suppose this is as good an opportunity as any to keep my hammer from rusting over. I will accompany you as well. As the Form's representative and a member of the survey team, I feel it is my responsibility to see this through to the end. I'm surprised he didn't just grab himself some wings and take up Sage again. Like, the whole reason Alphino had them is because his father was a very well-established adventuring sage in his youth, right? He's got to still have the skills. Take you for the fighting type. Despite appearances, I am no stranger to the battlefield. Indeed, I have seen my fair share, traveling the world in service to the Form. Though I may not be the equal of Alphino or Alice, we shall not find ourselves wanting, I can promise you that much. You have all finished your preparations. We shall reconvene at the Encycladium. Anyone around here to talk to? Or should I just go? No, not really Lucia and Maxima. I think anyone worth talking to that might have some interesting dialogue will probably be waiting for me. Since he's like, when everyone's done with your business, I thought some of them might have still been like standing around here. Why do I get the feeling I'm heading into like a big cutscene moment? I think I've seen this moment on some of the Lulu highlights things. Like, tried to avoid too many spoilers, but I think I've seen this moment on Lulu highlights before. Yep. This looks like it's probably the last quest. Is he? No. Basically the same outfit as before, but he is wearing the new list now. Good. All present and accounted for. Shall we proceed? Battle will be saved at certain points. Yep. Uh-huh. Definitely into a cutscene. This is a big battle. This is one of those multi-checkpoint battles. Here we go. Oh look, he picked up his armor too, not just his hammer. Objective is simple. Locate and eliminate the Blasphemy Nova. Though the barrier guarding him is no more, a number of beasts will surely block the way at the auxiliary sector. Oh, he is angry. Makes sense. To a smashing start, I see. It seemed the tower will reach its limit sooner than anticipated. To save the transporter, we must hurry and find Nova now. It's like all the Alliance leaders. Here we go. I want to tag someone else with Cardion. I mean, who would even be the main tank here? Saying to stay on your guard. It was quite imaginary of horrors when I was here. Onward. You know what? I'll probably just keep Cardioning myself. Because who knows? Does this affect others? Oh, thank God. My AoEs at least affect everyone else. To hold them off. Press on, my friends.
The path has been revealed. The winds favor us.
Good luck, guys. Jump in and unleash hell on everyone. Here. When you see an opening, take it and do not look back. Okay, Emmerich's staying here. Oh, he even has the name Iron Nero. I didn't notice that. Oh, get out of our way. And shield everyone up before the fight. I never did make it so insulting nervous there. So far these fights aren't too bad. Pretty basic thus far. I'm gonna need to go here, aren't I? Yep. Go up that way. Every time something's on the outside of the arena, it's always like, oh, let's get out of the line. Throw up a regen as well. Robon's not really bad, but his health is a little lower than I prefer. When I'm in a situation like this, where I'm not able to... Oh, are you kidding me, Ian? When I'm in a situation like this, where they're not on, like, a party list for me, and I have to try and heal green NPC party members and stuff, I prefer to just, like, keep their health real high as much as I can. Because it's not a good situation for like a split moment. Oh, he needs healing like this moment type stuff. Yeah, see, Robon's still not doing great. As much as I can. Also, like Moon should use that, that'll probably affect them too. What even is this? Like, we only need to get rid of some of them. We don't need to get rid of everything, I don't think. Oh, is Robon just gonna kill everything?
Tizona!
Oh, Tizona! He just kills, like, everything.
Enough!
Let's clear out what's left. I don't know if we need to or not, but we'll see. There you go. DPS check. Come on, we got this, boys. Hit him hard. We got it. Nicely done. Is that the last of them? Not quite. Of course not. Can't afford for them to impede our advance any further. Commander Alden, let us hold them here. Master Fortunato, take the others and go, quickly. Understood. It'd be nice if the others could, like, meet up with them there. Never ye Galvis. Leave now. Our Lamont is mine. Mine. Jesus. I get the feeling I should probably be shielding Nero. Raylan gets in my way. Good. Shadow Shadow Wreck. No idea. Let's just careful. Oh, that was a raid wide. Vigo Eris? Yep, that's exactly what I thought it was. Is it leading to anything else though? Oh Jesus, that is a long-lasting one. Where does he go? Let me take this away. Huh. Oh nice, he rescued me. Good job, Fortuno. Okay. That didn't look like something you can avoid in any way. I think that was all just like story purpose. He was supposed to do that. What's this? Nope, that's a straightforward beam. Okay. That's where I thought that was going to be a cleave, the way that was laid out. Alright. He's really not even as dangerous as the trash mobs on the way here were. Like, he's mostly focusing on me and just big, like arena type attacks. He's not really spending any time targeting someone else. Oh, Fortuno, what did you get hit by, buddy? Summon? To be my legion? Stalkers, just a bunch of random abominations, basically. Let's make sure they're all inside Nero's AoE. There we go. Oh, behind me, he says. Okay, why don't I have one of those? A giant shield like that. Sitting here saying I'm not the equal of Alizé and Alphino, and he has a gigantic shield that Alphino could never possibly use. Oh my god. Nerva was one hit away from death. Oh god, that whole time. Okay. That didn't seem like too long of a fight. Oh yeah, his digital summon armor. Glory everlasting indeed. Is it over? Has the danger passed? By his breath, perhaps, but yes. Say we've managed to avoid a fiery ruin. Our path to the moon is open once more. Duty of Charlene has ever been to chart the course of history, not to change it, Thus did we fervently hold to our policies of neutrality and non-intervention. Truth, it was all in service to our plans of exodus, to abandon this star to its ruinous fate. Harsh though it may sound, I still believe it was ultimately for the greater good. Thanks to you and your comrades, however, it was a fate that did not come to pass. Charlian will now find a new way forward, not merely for the preservation of knowledge, but for the betterment of this star and all who call it home. I believe I speak for all of the Forum when I say it would be an honor and a privilege to work towards such a goal alongside the Allied nations. Oh, cool. Charlian's joining the Alliance. Aye. An age of true and everlasting peace is finally within our grasp, and we will seize it together. So that didn't have the scene that I thought was from the roll quest stuff. Huh. Not sure where that scene's from then. A relief to know we've no longer a need for battle. Despite my experience, I must confess I am ill-suited to it. Allied nation leaders, meanwhile, demonstrated an aptitude for combat far and above what I might expect from diplomatic figures. And you, my friend, see now why you are so well regarded as Eorzea's champion. Others have already begun the arduous journey back home. But before you go, I would offer a word of thanks to the both of you. Not for your timely assistance, our plans would be forfeit, and the lands of Ilsabard forever defiled by the blasphemy. Please, I've no need for your platitudes. I labor only to further my own ends, nothing more. Sure you do. We heard the news. Thank you for everything. With Lord never laid to rest, with the peace of mind to move on without regret. Bunoi! Say hello to your new working partners. There you are. Now, what's this I've heard about you cleaning out the Tower of Babel? Are we finally ready to return to the moon? Living Way, hi. Well, fortuitous timing. Allow me to introduce you to Living Way of the Loporits, Moon Dweller and Overseer of the Survey Team. Living Way, these good people will be the moon's first residents. Trust you and the other Loporits will take good care of them. These two meet you? These fucking Garleans, like, what the fuck are we getting into? Residents? Oh no. I mean, oh yes, splendid. After many, many long years of planning and preparation, the moon is absolutely, most definitely ready to accommodate your stay. Uh-huh. But let me go first. Just give me a few days. Glad to hear it. Apologies for the delay. I must first confer with Lorenz and see to our final preparations. But your residents-to-be and the survey team shall be along ere long. Might I trouble you to relay word of our success to Shirabat of Enradzidhan? I should think the tidings all the more heartening coming from you. Until next we meet. Wait, you're not leaving for the moon without me. Oh. Hey, that's good timing. After all the stuff we did tonight, my stream is just about 3 hours. A little over. Pretty much perfect timing, though. Now then, finish this up, find someone to raid, call the stream, and then I'll probably turn on the notifications for the hunt trains again, so I can clear out my my tomes for the week, and maybe earn enough to get that last piece. I don't know. I'll have to see. I actually don't know. 495, 134, so I can get this up to about 800. Actually, higher than 800, I think. Yeah, I should have enough for it. So it's true then. The blasphemy in Galamond has been struck down. They were right to call on you, it seems. And no other outstanding reports of blasphemy sightings. They say you've slain the last of them. Perhaps now we can finally start to put the final days behind us. Strange though that may sound. On behalf of my fellow delegates and the Radiant Host, I extend to you our humblest thanks. I hope when next I call on you, it will be under more fortuitous circumstances. What do I even want here? I'll take Heaven's Eye. They usually sell better. Some of our parts. You know, just some of our parts. Not all of them. Oh my god, my sense of humor is terrible. Blessed relief. That's it. That really is it. That's everything for the role quests. Man, it took me a while to get here. But they're all done now. Alright. That's enough for one night. We'll go ahead and hop over to Twitch and let's see who's live and what they're doing tonight. One more stream for this week, and that's going to be tomorrow around 3 p.m. Pacific time. Probably later. Like I said, we're usually trying to find fills and stuff like that, and so we usually end up starting raid a little later than actually at 3. But it'll be around 3, after 3:30, I don't know. We'll see. Sometime around 3 p.m. Pacific time. And that's going to be P5S, it should be. I don't think there's any reason for us to go back to P5 on that one. But we shall see. And then next week I'm probably going to be heading back to Final Fantasy VII Remake, especially since I've cleared out like all the major FF14 stuff that I wanted to get done recently. Ranked CC... Leveling Astro. I haven't rated him in a while, maybe. Oh, Jackie is actually doing stuff. Maybe I should read Jackie then. Mercury... Anime is doing something? Really? I don't know that I've ever... Actually, I think I have rated Anime once. Let's see what he's up to and what they are up to. Let me see if Anime's still going. Or like about to call it. Yeah, no, Anime's finishing up now. How about you? How are you doing? I mean, they're alright, but... No, maybe not. What are you working on? Yeah, you know what? I haven't rated him in a while. Yeah, let's go ahead and do that. We're gonna go ahead and we're gonna say hi to Arashi today, who's working on leveling up his Astro. I don't know why, but should be interesting. He's just hanging out in the gold saucer doing stuff right now, though. Anyway, last stream tomorrow, 3 p.m. ish Pacific. P5S progging. maybe clearing. Like I said, I took time to join some party finders and sort of learn the mechanics of P6S a little better. And I'm gonna go through the videos again. Now that I've been through the raid and like eyeballed all the mechanics, I'll go through the videos again, sort of understanding what they're talking about better. And maybe we can get a 6 clear, but I don't know how much anyone else has really practiced it. Anywho, I will see you guys tomorrow, and thanks for hanging out with me tonight while I finished up all the role quests. Later, everyone.